Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spotlight on What's Next 2026, Week 8. Today, we are talking about the confidence to continue. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies and your success strategist. There is a moment in every journey when momentum slows, not because progress has stopped, but because transformation is quietly taking root beneath the surface. And week 8 is all about honoring that space. Not every week is defined by visible wins. Some weeks are defined by quiet consistency, recalibration, and the courage to keep moving forward without immediate validation. In a world that celebrates speed, this week reminds us that sustainable success is built through steadiness. Confidence, in this sense, is not loud. For this week, it is disciplined. So let's talk about the reality of the middle. By week 8, the initial excitement of new goals often gives way to great friction. Competing priorities resurface. Fatigue appears where enthusiasm once lived. Progress feels incremental rather than transformational. It is not failure, it's the natural rhythm of growth. The middle phase of any endeavor is where identity shifts occur, where habits replace motivation and commitment replaces inspiration. So there's three anchors for week 8. First is confidence comes from evidence. Look backwards before you look forwards. What have you already done that once felt difficult and now you are hitting it out of the park on? What decisions, conversations, or risks have you navigated? Because confidence is rarely a feeling first. It is oftentimes a recognition of evidence of where you have been successful. Number 2, consistency beats intensity. A single burst of effort rarely creates a lasting change, but small repeated actions reshape identity and trajectory. Week 8 is your reminder. Progress does not require perfection, it requires return. Return to your routines, return to your priorities, return to your purpose. Number 3, quiet wins still count. Not all wins are public. Some wins are choosing discipline over distraction, maintaining clarity in uncertainty, continuing even when outcomes are delayed. These quiet wins build resilience, and resilience is what carries vision across time. So, what might this mean for leaders who are looking to do something different this next week? Because it's different from where we started in week 1, where we were at in week 4. It's less about rallying energy and more about sustaining alignment, less about initiating change and more about reinforcing progress, less about vision casting and more about trust building in yourself and in your teams. Leaders who navigate this phase well normalize the middle. They create cultures where persistence is valued, reflection is encouraged, and momentum is protected. So, our reflections for this week include: where might you have made progress that you haven't yet acknowledged? Celebrate what you have done through week 7 so that it gives you that certainty in your gut and that momentum to keep going. What routines are quietly shaping your future? What have you put into play, building the habit muscle, and are executing on consistently? Harness that for future momentum. And what would change if you trusted your trajectory more than your timeline? What has taken off astronomically in 2026 thus far versus what your assumptions were of what was going to accelerate? See if there's a delta and how can you capitalize on what's working. So a gentle reminder for us where we're at as we move from winter into spring and into this week 8. You are allowed to grow quietly. You are allowed to progress without an announcement. You are allowed to continue even when applause is absent, because week 8 is not about proving anything. It is about continuously practicing your beliefs, belief in your processes, beliefs in your capacity and capabilities, and belief in your unfolding path. Momentum does not disappear. Sometimes it needs to deepen first until we get that leapfrog effect later on in the year. So our call to action this week is to identify one habit and action you'll repeat daily, small enough to sustain and meaningful enough to matter. Track it, protect it, and celebrate it, because what you repeat today becomes what you rely on tomorrow. So our closing thought for today is confidence is not built in the moments of arrival. It is built in the moments of continuation. And the future, well, it belongs to those who keep going no matter what. Again, this is Dr. Rhonda Farrell bringing you week 8 of Spotlight on What's Next 2026, the confidence to continue.